Good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you happen to be in this crazy world. That was very loud. Welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Maybe just turn a little back up. We are getting back into the castle here with Daniel, and we are gonna still try and get to Alexander. That was an excellent intro. Great job, Aaron. Anyways, when last we left off, we got mightily confused about where we were going, and so we had to get some help. Oh yeah, and we also had all these torture rooms. Very cool. But yeah, we'll get further. We're still trying to fix up the orb here. We'll see what lies in store. Alright. Yeah, it gets squatted here. There we go. I think there was a monster down here I heard earlier. Last time we played. But maybe I'm just crazy. Very possible. I'm gonna pop up in a cold one here too. All right. Ugh.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service?
I'm just doing this
It is you
for
who caused all this pain.
so I
and
can go
death.
home.
If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened.
I'm not so sure about that.
It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
That's a big cavern right there. Okay, those are leaves. I thought there was something else. Turn this light on. Ugh. An Iron Maiden. Well, I jolted. Is it asking me to enter? I really hope it's not asking me to enter. Oh. Alright, let's see. What can I do around here? Oh. Laudanum. The box. Cool. I am not sure what's going on here. All I know is that this place is very creepy. What's that red? Ah, another piece of the orb. Oh, I can touch it. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed by a faint light and made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head felt slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Yikes, dude. That is a creepy thing. Actually, I wonder when were Iron Maidens being used? Because they're a very, creepy, like, device. I don't know if it was for torture. Well, it probably was for torture, but also wasn't, like, just a death sentence. Oh, I am running out of fuel. Okay. Is it a ladder? No. Okay. There will be a monster that peeks his head out. We got 8 tin boxes. I don't think this is darkness. The fact that I can still see relatively far. Sucks I don't have a camera to be able to look further. Okay. I think we're cool. Maybe it was just a scare tactic. Hard to say. Talk about atmosphere. This place is creepy. Okay. Another torture room, I imagine. What's that? This is quite itself should be possible to break open. Nope. A poison gland. Alright, in we go. Oh, I think I know what that is. Yeah. The blazing, or the iron bowl, I think is what it was. So if memory serves, put a guy in there, start a fire, they start to burn. Alright, where's an orb, though? Oh, let's just do it. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside them, I could hear the priest below. That's so messed up, dude. Alright. The real question is, though... Oh, there it is. So we got 5. I'm wondering if we need to get 6. Yeah. Okay. More appropriate workspace. Okay, so I'll need a workspace to put the pieces all together. I'm glad I noticed the poisonous gland, though. The box. Maybe I need to do some climbing. Nope. Maybe it's from that side. Yeah, because I eventually can make a left turn here. Memory serves, that's where I started hearing some monsters. Yep, there's the bridge. Time to box that. Hello? Anybody home? Okay, let's see what's over this way. I'm just waiting for something to pop out. And the fact that nothing has come is what's more concerning. Me too, bud. Me too. That's me on Mondays. Whatever. Moving on. Next, torture room. Let's roll the dice and see what we got today, folks. Oh.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still
Oh, the
during the
wheel.
procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
They'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
Too quickly, I
Don't
mean.
worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Ugh, my word. Alright, so we use the hammer to break legs or limbs. Alright, what does it say? The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He had no longer had the strength to scream. Two men looked at each other knowingly, took a hammer, and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Jeez, dude. It's messed up. How's my sanity? Actually, it's crystal clear. So I got 6 pieces. I'm guessing I got everything I need. Hold on. Let's check the notes. One note speaks of a mixture made with 3 ingredients. The pedestal and the chancel has a depression that could fit an orb. A grip of the dying man. Okay. Well, I've gotten all the pieces. That sounds like a monster. There he is. Yep. Are there more, though? Hard to say. Oh. How's my sanity? Slight headache, okay. I don't remember how I got in here. Oil. Be careful here. Okay. Maybe I did need to go back that way. What's the door there? Let's keep eyes out. Yep, there we go. There we are. Alright. So we got 6 pieces of the orb. What else will I need? There might be more I need to discover back in that room. Because I think there was that pathway I took to the right with the bridge. I didn't really explore too much of that area. Maybe there was just some oil and tinder boxes over there. Yeah, shut your mouths. Laudanum. Don't think so.
No, don't kill her.
Alright, I grabbed
Ah, you again. Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance.
Okay.
Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go.
Okay.
If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then.
I'll think about it.
Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Fine, but the real question is where do I go to
I see you have all the orb pieces you need.
Oh, I do.
I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for
What do I need? From a paralyzer, the Vitae, and Tempter. Oh, the poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. It can be found in the internal gland from the large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for the source. I should be able to extract. The Vitae could be extracted as usual from an agonized human victim's blood. I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters look wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karnak. Oh, okay. Also I properly... So, does that mean... So that... The thing I'm missing, I guess, is blood. I guess I could go back down.
Vile's tonic before attempting to mend the orb. There might still be a chance for you to
If it gets you to shut up, Agrippa, I'd do it.
Please, my faith is in your hands.
Yeah, whatever. So I've got all 6 pieces. The real question is, do I just put them in the thing, or what? Also, why do they call this a choir? Does anybody else find that weird? Maybe it's just me. Let's look around that right area. Maybe that's where I can get the blood. It says it needs a fresh victim, but I don't really have anything so far in terms of a fresh victim. Got the gland. we don't find anything, then we'll just leave it for next episode. I'm guessing all the monsters in this area have dissipated. If not, we're about to find out. Oh, it does circle around. Just tinderbox that up there. Okay, there's that. Can I use this thing on it? No, I decided this way. Maybe this way? No. Okay. This? No. Okay. Well, I wonder what would happen if I just did this. Just because I'm curious now. Yeah. The game like froze for a moment. Yeah. It does. Jack all. Cool. All right. Well, I guess then we'll end the episode for here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you want to follow along with my series of Amnesia and Dark Souls 2. Until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye!